study. Black homeowners pay more for mortgages. I'm just going to read this as it's stated. Black homeowners pay on average more in mortgage interest, mortgage insurance, and property taxes than other homeowners, according to a new study from Massachusetts Institute of Technology. The differences are making wealth gaps grow between Black and white homeowners, MIT's Golub Center of Finance and Policy. So the study finds that overall differences in mortgage interest payments is $743 per year. Mortgage interest premiums is $550 per year. Property taxes $390 per year. They add up to $13,464,000 over the lifetime of a loan. That amounts to $67,320 in lost retirement savings for Black homeowners, the study says.
Yes.
So this is why I'm covering this quickly. All right. So let me tell you the conclusion. Like, there's a little more in the article, but that's about it. The conclusion Golding says is, quote, the policy response should be to not justify the differences. To not justify the differential, but to eliminate it. All right. So the goal is to eliminate the differential.
And we've covered it on the show before.
We have covered the increase. We've talked about the increase in taxes specifically.
Taxes.
Yeah. Areas that seem to be taxed more for homeowners. And we were wondering why. So it seems that the researchers, and y'all can look at the source. This is from the magazine.realtor. It's kind of a sensational headline. There's more to it than the numbers. And I think if you just look at the numbers, like, you're just going to be pissed off, and you should be pissed off if you only look at the numbers.
Absolutely.
But I think this goes way, way deeper than this incredibly short article on NAR. And it frustrates me that they don't expand this more and figure out what are the issues that this may, because I don't know about you, Dan. I haven't filled out a mortgage application in a little bit, but I definitely didn't see a box for race. And many of my clients don't even meet the lender, not even at close anymore because of Rona. So how would the lender even know what race they are? So there's something else happening that is a causality or even a correlate to what is going on with them paying more. And we got to figure out what that is. So that we can then address that issue. And it seems like they just want to say, well, don't rationalize it. They literally say, don't justify the differential, but eliminate it. You can't eliminate the differential if you don't know what it is. If the differential is only dollars, that doesn't tell you what the mathematical figures behind this is, if there is anything. The other part of this is, if there's not anything, this is just a systemic racism through the mortgage community.
Right.
I don't think that's happening, because I don't see a box for race when somebody makes an application, and many people don't even go in anywhere anymore to make an application for a loan.
Yes.
So I think there's a lot of factors here. And I think the National Association of Realtors does a gross disjustice to both the African-American community and the realtor community as a whole by posting this article as it's written now is disingenuous and not responsible. And I think they need to go back. There's not. They need to go back, look at the research in depth, look at some of the things that are maybe causing this, maybe do a little more investigation before publishing something like this. That is literally, this is for clicks. They publish this for clicks. And that is aggravating to me, if you can't tell. It's aggravating. It's disingenuous.
Well, it's honestly a huge part of why we do the show. We go past the headlines, right? But so you read this incredibly short article, and then in kind of grayed out letters at the bottom, it says source. And there's a source there. There's actually two sources. There's one that's the unequal cost of Black home ownership, and that's from MIT. And then there's a study shows Black Americans are paying more to own homes, Yahoo News. So my question is, did they just write this incredibly incendiary title and a short article, or did they actually research it and then write an article around it? It seems like the former, right?
No, they just pulled the stats, threw the stats on there, a couple of words around the stats, and their hope is to get a click. And this is literally called race baiting. That's what this is.
And wait, we're not supposed to do that as realtors. So I thought we have an ethics to, I don't understand.
Apparently we do, but maybe the whole association doesn't. Maybe they can get around it because there's other stuff that they've posted too that we said was questionable ethically.
Okay, so you know what, Ray? Can you post so don't send them to this article. Can you post the two sources in the comments?
Yeah, totally.
So they go straight to it. You can go either to the Yahoo News article from October 11th or the MIT article, which is not really an article. It's literally just essentially a Word doc, and it's 8 pages. And you can read all of their data analysis and the discrepancies between this and that. And then you can form your own opinion. Yep. But you're not going to base it on what a headline says.
Yep.
You know,
now I help clients all around. Like most of the time when people call me, I have no idea what they are. So I help clients all the time of any race, religion, whatever. I don't care. Sex, creed, color. It doesn't matter. I have testimonials from everyone. Right. So for me, it's just disingenuous, and it puts, I think it puts a black eye on an industry that is, you know, maybe that's not, I guess you could say maybe the ire directed towards where they're wanting to direct that isn't appropriate.
Well, and by the way, there was another, as we're looking through real estate stories, there's one that's, you know, National Association of Realtors focuses on, you know, I forget what it is here.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. Pete Thorpe says, can we report themselves on their new policy about hate speech and discrimination and find themselves? I don't think so. They're probably not even a realtor that wrote the article. It's probably a staff member that collected the data and threw it up there in the daily news column.
Right. That's all it is.
Anyway, the only reason why we're bringing it up is because it was on the National Association of Realtors. It was an incendiary headline, and it was disingenuous at best. That's why we're talking about it. I felt like, I think, you know, Dan kind of felt the same way. Like, are we really covering this? It's only because it's out there and it needs to be addressed. There needs to be more information here.
Well, anyway. And it's just... And it's not that I didn't want to cover it. I wanted to take more time with it, but I don't know. You guys should do your own research, I think. That's the point.
And I see your comments. There's several comments about, you know, is this because of this? Is this because of that? Is this, you know, I think there's a lot of reasons why this is happening, but that's the valuable research that needs to happen.
There you go.
Right? The valuable research that needs to take place is, why is it going on? What is happening? And then we could kind of address those issues instead of just saying this is the end result. Address that issue. That doesn't do anything.
So
wait. Christina M. Smallhorn says, "Hello, gentlemen. Sorry, I'm late."
Focus on that for a second. Hi.
Thanks for joining the show.
Hey, you're not late.
You picked a hot minute.
So literally, on housingwire.com. As I was searching, there's an article that says NAR, National Association of Realtors, boosts awareness of fair housing issues with newest ad campaign.
Oh, yes. I saw this.
But then on the same coin, different side, they have this article.
Well, so their argument is going to be, by making people aware of this, it helps introduce a potential change.
With a 2-paragraph thing, you know, a 2-paragraph article and an incendiary headline. That's how it introduces it, right?
Exactly.
But so I don't know, because it does, if you want to go into it, you know, there's, and I don't understand in my my white privilege or whatever you want to call it, Black homeowners continue to pay higher interest rates post origination due to the lack of refinance opportunities. And it literally breaks all this down. But it's just an article. It literally just says, you know, here's the article, here's the stats, you make your own decision. It's not based around some incendiary headline. So
yeah,
I don't know. I think it's unfortunate, you know, but
yeah, there needs to be more data here. Pete Thorpe said, I had a rant on this the other day. At the end of the day, we as realtors bear the brunt of these articles and issues. Since we are the main contact to the end user, we get all the negative energy on it. I'm not the lender, I'm not the title company, etc., but I catch all the blame, the royal eye, that is, meaning everyone. Yeah.